More news coming up, and we're also going to talk to some students who are going to be competing in the Sacramento Regional Science and Engineering Fair. That's R2-D2, their robot. We'll talk about that. The fair is this Saturday. And we have some serious science going on today here at the KCRA 3 Experience. For that, of course, we head outside to our own scientist, Dirk Verdorn. Dirk?
Yeah, this weekend is the 12th Annual Science and Engineering Fair. Today we are talking to a couple of contestants that are in there, and we have a few of their science projects with us. First of all, we're going to start with Divya Nag, who's an 11th grader from Miraloma High School. She's here to show us her project that has something to do with thermal analysis and with the soils, and it's really fascinating, but I'm going to let you explain it.
All right, so I created a soil that acts as a fire retardant, and what I did is I worked in a laboratory at UC Davis and just measured the various effects of temperature on these soils and was able to create a soil that increases the amount of temperature you need to light it on fire.
So it's going to be a little bit more difficult for like a stray cigarette butt or something to start things on fire.
Right, that's the hope, that we can therefore prevent the accidental forest fires that occur.
All right, now can you figure out an application for this as far as like with soil? Would this be something that maybe someone up at Tahoe would want around their house as a, like a defensible space or something?
Right, well, in the region where I live, forest fires can happen anytime. Actually, my next door neighbor's house burned down also. So this would be something that would be awesome to have just around your house just to prevent forest fires.
Okay, now another question I guess I have is that there's one thing missing here.
What is that?
The soil. Why is that?
Actually, I'm not allowed to share the soil right now because we're currently working on patents and things like that. So just so none of the information gets stolen, I'm not allowed to bring it.
So this is top secret soil that you're working on right now. And so you don't want to, you got to be careful with all of these formulas that you have on here and kind of block out some of this. Okay, well, thank you so very much. Let's go over to our next contestant here. And you have iRobot. Now, this is Tina Zolfagari. She's a 6th grader from Granite Bay, Montessori, and she's here to show us a robot. And we've determined here off camera before this interview started that her robot is actually a he,
yes.
not a she. Okay. Now, what's so special about your robot?
My robot is a voice-activated robot, and I built this robot off of a kit, and I wrote a program for it.
You wrote a program for it, yes. So now it can obey your commands.
Yes.
It's better than a little brother or sister, right? It does exactly what you tell it to do. So let's go ahead and see an example.
Left.
So the robot is turning left.
Right.
So it just keeps on going until you tell it to do something different. So
yes.
It'll keep on turning right until you give the next command, okay?
Yes.
Can you do something else here?
Dance.
Dance.
Dance. Stop.
Now, can anybody do that, or does it just pick up on your voice alone?
Anybody can.
So anybody, you just give that command, and it knows
yes.
what to do. Now, how did you get the idea to do this?
Well, we were working at robots at school, and I thought it would be cool to make a robot that would command by my voice. Yes. And so I just had an idea that it would be really. I was looking on the internet, and then I saw some people doing this stuff.
Well, that's fascinating. Now, do you have an interest in getting into robotics and science in the future?
Yes, I do.
Well, you have a great start at that. That's great. So these are some of the projects that you're going to be seeing if you go out to the 12th Annual Sacramento Regional Science and Engineering Fair. The fair kicks off this Saturday at Rosemont High School in Sacramento. Doors open at 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. Admission is free. For more information regarding the fair, log on to www.kcra.com. So after the break, we have some bad news for your commute.